What's up, everybody? I hope that you guys are doing well. I am doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already, in good faith that we'll continue bringing you great content. So I'm a little rusty. I haven't done a video for you guys in the last couple of weeks, but I wanted to take some time to revisit an old video that I made. It probably was my fourth video that I ever made, a fourth or fifth video, and it was on the Sig Romeo 5X. I'm not going to go into an in-depth review on this optic because I did that, or I attempted to do that when I first started out on YouTube way back in October of 2017, and I was a newbie. So although I knew how I felt about this optic and I knew how to speak into a camera, what I didn't know was how to edit. And so being a YouTuber, I realized that you have to have editing skills so that when you misspeak or you have a blooper or you make a mistake, you can go back and edit it out, or you can make a notation for your viewers. So when I reviewed this optic, a couple of things happened. First of all, I didn't like the optic because I had an electrical malfunction when I bought it from Optics Planet, okay? And in the video, if you go back and watch the video, I showed you that malfunction on camera where the red dot was on and then it went off. What also was illustrated in the video was my inability to put the battery in the correct way. Now, we all have made a mistake of putting the battery into some type of appliance or electronic the wrong way, and then we realize, we're like, oh, okay, I put the battery in wrong, and then we switch it out and everything is fine. However, in the video, when I did that, I got bombarded with comments saying, well, it's not working because you put the battery in the wrong way. And partial truth to that, because number one, it was working when I actually used it at the range where it malfunctioned for the 12th time. And then when I did it on camera, I put the battery in the wrong way. However, when I realized my mishap, I put it in the right way, and it still had an electronic failure right on camera. So I realized that if had I had some editing skills prior to, then I could have edited out that whole mishap and you would have saw it malfunction on camera without me putting the battery in the wrong way. Unfortunately, some viewers don't have the gift of common sense, and so therefore those particular viewers were the ones who made a comment that, you know, oh, you don't know what you're doing, you put the battery in the wrong way. And I'm just like, hey, we all make mistakes, and unfortunately I couldn't edit it out at the time. But had I edited out, then common sense would tell you that regardless whether it was edited or not, it still malfunctioned on camera. So again, I was new to YouTube and I didn't want to take the time to learn a new skill, but I realized very quickly that learning a new skill in editing is probably going to be my best friend, because you just have a lot of people who don't have common sense. So that's what happened. But Optic Planet realized the mistake. They tested it in their own facility and got back to me and said, yes, this was electrical malfunction, and they sent me a new one. And since then, I have maybe, I don't know, 100, 150 rounds through this and on my AR-15, and no malfunctions with the electrical unit, no mishaps. It's been absolutely wonderful. And again, this is the Sig Romeo 5X. So I do love this dot. I like that Sig made it very similar to the regular Romeo 5 that they had. And they made some changes, but I'm not going to go through all that. But it does live up to its name. At the time when I did make the video, I think I have about over maybe close to 5,000 views on it now. But at the time when I made this video, there were not many Romeo 5Xs out there. So I guess people were looking on YouTube to see, you know, who has it, how do they feel about it, what's their review. And so a lot of people came to that particular video, and unfortunately they weren't able to actually get a review because they were too concerned about me putting the battery in the wrong way. Again, we all make mistakes, but just just use common sense, you know? It was a mistake. Everyone has them, but the bottom line is the review is the review. At that time, this particular optic did not work for me because it had an electrical malfunction. Several times. I brought it out 2 or 3 times, and it just simply will work. And then after several rounds, it was shut off. So, so that was the review in a nutshell. I like the design. I enjoy using it. I think it's great. But now I do, but then I did not, because that was my experience with it. And then you had other people who were, you know, definitely gung-ho Sig, and they didn't want anything to be said about Sig that was not in a positive light. And so they got a little butthurt about that as well. So anyway, I just realized when you're on YouTube and you're going to be doing reviews or you have something to say, there's always going to be some people that are sitting behind their keyboard who are, you know, not necessarily jealous, but who doesn't have the confidence or maybe the self-esteem to get up and make their own reviews. And so they'll sit there and they'll criticize you, and they'll pick out every little thing you did or every little thing that you could have done better. And I'm sure some of you guys are looking at this video right now thinking, you know, she could have said this, or she could have done that, or she could have held her hands differently, or, you know, she misspoke about this. It's like, dude, it's a video. It's for sole entertainment purposes. If you don't like what I have to say, if you don't like a review that I do, then thank the Lord that there are other videos on here and there are other channels that you can choose from. And I don't mean that to be, you know, pompous in any way. I'm simply saying you don't have to come on my channel and vilify me over a simple review or over my personal opinion about something. If you don't like it, please feel free to move about YouTube and find another video, find another YouTuber, find another channel that you relate to and that you enjoy, because I know I have some subscribers who actually enjoy my videos, and that makes me feel good. And if they want to leave some positive criticism, they can very well, you know, leave that positive criticism, and I respond to every comment. I'm not too sensitive or too soft to take some constructive criticism, because I do want to get better. And actually, in the beginning, there was a gentleman who hit me up in my inbox and said I can make some changes that would be beneficial for my videos, and I did that. And so I was actually happy he said that to me, and I took it in great stride. But there are excuse me, there are some people who just are not as pleasant, and for whatever reason just always have something negative to say. So listen, I didn't want to rant about that. I just really wanted to let you know that if you were interested in this Sig Romeo 5X optic, you can't go wrong. On the other video, I didn't necessarily agree with those particular sentiments because of my experience with that optic. But now that I've had a second opportunity and to get another one, this has certainly come through for me. So if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them down below. If you have any suggestions about upcoming videos, definitely let me know and I'll see what I can do. I do have a video that's coming up on the 6 hour 1911 TAC Ops 9mm pistol that I shot today. And I guess I'll be doing a review on it soon. And I'm not going to wait as long to do the review. So I don't know if you guys were actually anticipating the video from me or you forgot about me. But for those who have hung in there, I truly appreciate it. And let me know what you think on this topic. All right. I hope all is well, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.